Cortence Batiste. I will be your instructor for today. Good morning. Now, I know everybody's probably pretty tired. It's pretty early, but look, let's get excited. I'm telling you right now, I enjoy what I do. I want to make this a fun course for you. You know, hopefully you drink your coffee. If you didn't, stand up and kind of shake out the weeby beebies there on Monday, right? And let's get into this. Let's go into this having a good time. I've been in sales for the past 20 years. I've worked with some very well-known companies like IBM, like UBS Financial, like Keller Williams, just to name a few. And I've learned some things along the way. The one thing I can tell you, though, is I enjoy what I do. So hopefully I can pass some of the things that I've learned in my journey here along to you to be equally as successful as I have been as I've gone throughout my sales career. But I'm excited to be here. And we have some stuff to learn, obviously, for our companies. But listen, I'm going to try to make this fun for you. So if you're going to learn, you might as well have fun, right? You might as well have fun. So what we're going to learn today is one mistake that I found that a lot of salespeople made, and I even made this same mistake when I first got started in sales, is that you'll make a sales presentation, and that one sales presentation will be for every single individual that you get in front of. Now, I don't know about you, but along my journey, what I've found is that there are a lot of different personality types out there. So you really can't sell a product the same way to all of those different personality types. And if you are doing that, you could really be missing out on a lot of income and a lot of opportunities for you and your company. So I'm here to help you with that. I'm here to help you to learn to sell to those different personality types and really take advantage on increasing your income and increasing your profitability for the company that you're going to be representing for your product or your services. So go ahead and take out a pen, a pad, a piece of paper, and let's go over 4 personality types that I've run into along the years that I've learned is very beneficial if you sell to their specific personality type. Okay, so take out your tablets, get a pen. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to address those questions after the session. Okay? I'll be more than happy to address them. So let's get started. The first personality type I want to talk about is the amiable personality type. Now, this is probably the nicest personality type that you want to talk to in our arena, right, when it comes to sales. Because amiable people are very friendly. They'll talk to you about your cat, your dog, your outfit, the weather. I mean, they will talk about anything because they really enjoy building relationships. That is what they enjoy doing. So they're really in their comfort zone when they can simply talk and have a valued conversation with you, right? So when you're dealing with this particular type of personality, what you want to do is you want to be the consultant that's in control, okay? You want to really lead them to the close. They're looking for you to be the leader here. So really take advantage of that personality type. Take the time to really ask some really good questions because we all know that questions control the conversation, right? If you ask the most questions, you are in control of the sale at all times. So you really want to be having great conversation with this personality type, the amiable personality, and you really want to lead them to the close. Now, they might involve other people in their decision, but they're pretty easy to close and pretty easy going to work with, even if they do involve other people. So that's one personality type. The second personality type is the driver personality, and they are completely a 180. They're very different from the amiable. Driver personalities are very direct. They like to drive the conversation. They're straight to the point. They don't have a lot of time for chit-chat because their time is of essence, right? Time is of the essence with a driver personality type. So if you're speaking to a driver personality type, they're going to, as soon as you get on, you ever get on a phone call with a driver personality and you go, "Hi, Mr. Smith. Hi, this is Cortence. How are you? I'm so glad we had a chance to speak today." "Oh, I'm doing fine. Well, I only got 15 minutes for this call, so please get to the point." And you're like, okay, right? You really want to be prepared for the driver personality. The one thing I want you to write down and keep in mind with this personality type is they're competitive. So if you can show your product and service in a light that's going to help them to get a competitive advantage, you've halfway won the deal. So be very quick with your answers, to the point. You want to be very time efficient with them. They don't have a lot of time to waste. And you really want to show them how your services and your products can really help them to have a competitive advantage in the marketplace. That's the driver personality. You're going to want to drive that phone call. But remember, you're going to ask questions. You're the one that wants to stay in control. At the same time, you want to be very time efficient and put them ahead of their competition. Okay? The next personality type is a little easier, not as demanding as the driver, and that's going to be the expressive personality type. They really like for you to paint the big pictures. They're like dreamers of sorts. Okay? They're really going to want you to paint the big picture, so you want to do that. Okay? Just pretend like you're a customer. You go on to Best Buy to buy a television set. I've done this before. Go on to Best Buy to buy a television set. And dreamers are like, I want a TV that's going to be able to help me to surf the internet and watch all 5 of my favorite sports games at the same time. That's a dreamer, right? So then you find the right TV and go, Mr. Smith, we got the right TV for you. This TV can even go in your refrigerator and bring you a beverage. Can't you see it now? So you really want to make sure that you hone in and you cater to that person's need for you to paint them a big picture. If you really just angle your sales presentation going in from an emotional standpoint, with dreamers, you're able to get them with the emotional benefits of your product and your service. So make sure you paint the big picture, grab them with the emotional benefits of your product and your service, and you'll be fine. You'll help to make their dreams come true with your product or your service. Those are dreamers, right? The expressive type. Last but not least is probably the most difficult personality type to sell, and that is going to be the analytical personality type. They are the most challenging because they're going to ask you a ton of questions. Their only concern is money in the bottom line and their return on investment. So you're really going to have to know your stuff. Have you ever gotten on a phone call with a sales prospect before? And they go, well, we want to know what the 30% of the bottom line is going to be and how much percentage in profits will it go up compared to a 25% increase over last year, and how many people will walk out the door compared to those numbers that will come in, and will half of those numbers then return with other customers that they can refer to their family and friends, and will that take our sales up by 50%? Yeah. Right? They're going to have a ton of questions for you. So you want to make sure that you know your product and your services inside out like a fine-tooth comb. You want to have your answers sharp, crisp, and precise. They don't have time for someone that stutters and don't know their stuff. Analytical people want their questions answered now. They want their numbers answered now. They want to understand the return on investment. So if you know your product very well and you're able to provide for the analytical customer all the numbers and all the answers to all the many questions that they're going to bestow upon you, then you're able to win this particular customer over with a very direct close after you provided all of the necessary information to satisfy their analytical egos. Okay? If you do that, you're going to be fine. So in summary, you have 4 different personality types that I've given you today. It's going to really empower you to go out and be a top salesperson for your firm, right? The one is the amiable personality type, very friendly, likes to build relationships, okay? The second personality type is a driver. They're going to want to drive that conversation. They're only concerned about how you're going to come in and make them better than their competition. Third personality type is the expression personality type. Big dreamers, they like to be painted the big picture. And the last personality type that you will have to come across is going to be the analytical personality type. Know your numbers, know your return on investment, know your stuff. Again, Cortence Batiste. Hopefully, I have added some leverage to your sales arsenal to make you an elite salesperson. Go get them.